Do I need ship buffs? I can probably finish the cogs in less than an hour. But that's a solid probably. All right, let's do it. Cogs time. Sharn Cogs. I'm going to be working my way through Sharn Cogs now, getting some more XP. As I said, this is pretty much one of the best ways to level up is just do legendary quests on hard. Once you get to the point where you can actually handle them. So this character is going to be running through this. I'll probably finish off the Storm Horns once I get to level 29. And then moving on to... Oh no! Mimi the First was slain by a Frost Beholder. And Frost Beholders at level 19 are in the quest Acute Delirium, in which you have to fight Beholders on an airship, and falling off of the airship causes you to fall to your death.
There is a way to get inside without
Which I believe does count as being slain by the Frost Beholder. It might not actually, so I should probably check on that. But I think that's the right death. Tell me it's a favor guy? Yeah, I think somebody who was going for a favor died at level 19. Which is really bad. Especially dying at level 19. It's funny because you don't see any low-level deaths anymore. Like the 5s, 6s, 7s, you barely see them. It's all just level high level. People who are right up there eating it because they're not paying enough attention. They're just going down. Going down. Not good. Just can't even friggin' run to these guys. Where do we go here? I need keys. I need keys. Hardest non-raid fight in DDO. I'll do the poll after the prediction because it screws with the metrics. So some people, if you're on your phone, you actually can't select which one you want. So you wouldn't be able to actually use the prediction. There's a gold roll prediction up right now, and so when that's done, I'll do the poll. Also remind me because I've already forgotten. I just want to do it at the same time because you won't be able to do both. Yeah, this hardcore season has a much smaller player jump than the standard hardcore. It is what it is.
You jangle the iron padlock.
Hardest non-raid fight in DDO. In my opinion, hardest non-raid fight, if I had to pick one. Well, the problem with the poll also is like, I don't even know what I would put there, but I'm going to try to think of non-raid fights that would be good to go into that spot. You got the end of Toxic Treatment. You have the final boss fight of Slave Lords. You have the final boss fight of Temple of Elemental Evil. You have the final boss fight of Haunted Halls of Evening Star. You have Enter the Kobold. You have the final fight of New Invasion, which can also be very, very difficult if you don't know how to deal with it. Very true. New Invasion can be quite difficult. Yeah, I did pick like 5. And also, how many people have even done all of those quests? That's the other thing, too, for a poll. But I will put it up. Which fight do you think is the hardest? Important note, I didn't do Smash and Burn in Heroics because I was really nervous about getting lasered by these Forge Wraiths up top. They're not nearly as dangerous on hard mode. Look up was 20. It's still a hard fight now. New Invasion is very difficult.
Scramble out of this chamber, screaming in panic.
Gotcha. Okay, I have to kill all the Forge Wraiths.
The air grows warm around you as you enter.
I have to break all the boxes.
Is this your sick game stream? You ban me from nowhere so that my paranoia sets in and I start frantically investigating where I have been banned? Is this how you rock you get off? You monster Maj Pepe hands.
Yes, that is correct. You mess with me, I mess with you. I have banned no one from anything. All I did was click off the screen and then click back after waiting a predetermined amount of time. Never mess with a messer. Dealer of Souls, yep. Also a tough one. Excuse me. I'm trying to fight. Oh my god. What is this? I just like going on trip to space, I guess. Ooh. Wait, did someone look for something that's not there? Yeah.
The last of the special
It's like
cargo crates
there's a
is
Canadian
stacked.
cartoon TV show called What's with Andy, and it's about this kid who lives in Alberta. I don't remember his last name, but his name is Andy, and he's an incurable prankster, and he pulls pranks on everybody in the town. And he needs to pull a big prank, so he needs in his school, he needs a principal to be distracted, because he needs people to be busy doing other stuff, so nobody notices what he's doing. So what he does is he releases 3 pigs into the school, and the pigs are numbered 1, 3, and 4. So then they find the pigs, and they're like, 1, 3, and 4? Where's pig number 2? So then they go on a search for pig number 2, and they can't find the pig, which gives them time to do more things. Dennis the Menace at home. I mean, the show was made in, like, the early 2000s. Also, apparently very popular in Germany, which is weird. Just this weird little tidbit about this Canadian television show that almost nobody has ever heard of. Very popular in Germany. Or at least it was at the time. So, what are you going to do? Anyway, I'm tired. So I'm going to drink some Rogue Energy. It's going to give me all the energy I need to be able to tackle every problem I can possibly come up against. Probably. Or it won't. One of those two things. But I'm hopeful for the second one because, or the first one because, you know, I bought it. And I'm sponsored by Rogue, and I know the product works. Alright, more hard mode. At some point, I'm going to get distracted because I'm just talking, and I'm going to eventually just click Elite by accident. I put myself in a precarious situation. I probably could be doing these quests on Elite, they would just take way too long. And that's the other thing I think about a lot, or you have to think about in terms of whether you want to do a quest on hard or Elite difficulty. For me, doing a quest on hard difficulty means it's also not going to take as long, whereas on Elite difficulty, it'll take significantly longer. That's something you need to keep in mind. Or at least one of the decisions you need to make. Excuse me! Excuse me, I don't want to talk to this guy, I want to kill this thing. Anyway. Later, horse. Enjoy your vacuuming. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you have a good time. Clean up, you know. Like, people ask me what the most efficient way to level is, and the answer is whatever you clears the quest the fastest for the most part. If you can clear a quest faster on Elite difficulty than you can on Reaper mode, and it's a noticeable amount faster, then you're going to get more XP just running quests quickly on Elite instead of Reaper. Because you're going to be able to clear more quests and get more things done in the same amount of time. Clearing more quests is also good because it gives you more DDO points because you have to get more favor. Obviously, if there is no noticeable difference in your clear time because you just go over the top on the monsters so you don't really notice, then at which point that's when it doesn't matter as much. Or, you know, you'd want to be going on the higher difficulty, but again, it depends. Depends on the circumstance. I'm a big believer in do what you can, not what you can't. And so if you find yourself really heavily struggling against a certain type of content, then you don't have to do that type of content. I'm playing on hard mode. I really need more hit chance. Only plus 101. Like, I know I've been complaining about hit chance all day. I've been like, man, I need more hit chance, man. I gotta get more hit chance. I do! I really do! It's important. I just need an item that gives me like plus 70 to hit. That would be really convenient right about now.
Must be nearby.
I mean, it's also complicated because my strength is only 54. First life, no tomes. But it's not like it doesn't work, it just takes a little bit longer. There's gonna be a lot of like that's just the benefit of playing Fresh Start and why people will have starter builds. It's the reason why like the first character that I played was just 2-handed fighter paladin to 20, and then for capping out I swapped into spellcaster paladin. That was a tank. because having the right build for getting started is a good idea. If you've been watching the series all the way to this point, and you're like, yeah, fighter seems great, I would recommend starting with a character class that's a little bit better with less equipment. Spellcasters are a perfect example. Stormsinger Bard, or any type of sorcerer except for Acid. A lot of these characters will just kind of like rip through the game without requiring as much gear, which means you can get started faster and start farming out things for your other characters. And that is usually what I would generally recommend. You don't have to, you can start with whatever you want, but if you're starting on a new server, so let's just say on hardcore, or maybe you're transferring over to another server, or a friend invites you, start on something simple, and then, or like effective and efficient, and then kind of go from there.
With the spores that create the red musk zombie. At the room's center is an unusual looking mine.
Your insect make-believe for the ring?
You realize that this village
Oh, the poison acid ring. Yeah. I was trying to think of what ring you ransacked for. What the ring of falling leaves or whatever it is.
Tired of people claiming Alk is bad. Exhausted at Cruiser's relentless throwbar build requests. Rogue Energy is the action boost you need. Use code, I forget code, for obligatory % off Rogue Energy now.
Yep.
Disclaimer, may cause delay in build reviews, forgetfulness of polls, and killing Bard party members.
All of that is actually very accurate and true. So just keep that in mind. Those are just possible side effects that could happen, no guarantee, not that they have happened, just saying.
have been destroyed.
You never put in one throwbar build request. First of all, yes, you did. I did a throwbar. And I completely changed it to a physical user. As opposed to an imbue throwbar. Oh, sorry, right. Horse's cousin. I sometimes get you mixed up with Horse's cousin. Yeah, sorry, it's my bad. Yeah. I remember. Look, sometimes, you know, I make mistakes. And like any good content creator, I don't want to admit it, so I'm not going to. You submitted the build, and you should feel ashamed of yourself.
Familiar sound reverberates throughout the sewer.
Okay, so that's broken. Do I have another weapon I can use? No, I don't want to break that. I don't have another weapon I can use, so I have to ignore those trash slimes for now.
Members of the Dark Gang.
Okay, ignore the trash slimes. I don't have to fight them ever. I already broke my weapon trying to fight the trash slimes. If I had like a high-level ferrocrystal weapon, that would be great. I could easily get one because I have a ton of ferrocrystals from my other character, but I can't. Okay, keep moving. Let's go over here, fight this one. This is one of the irritating situations when you don't have a weapon to fight oozes with. If I still had my Muckbane. Missed. No, stop missing on your stuns, Strimtom. I need those to actually work. Okay. Over here. Miss. Okay, over here. Fortunately, my Mantle of Sound and Fury appears to be killing a bunch of the oozes, because they are, in fact, getting killed when my Mantle procs and goes, or I get the proc. Okay, that's some more damage. Another ooze is dead. Nope, stop that. Okay, circle around. Another Mantle proc. Okay, that's good. We're almost there. Just gotta kill this area here. Please don't tell me that's stuck up there. Please come to me. Please. Please. Play a nice shot build, but those builds are average 30 to 50 div. Yeah. one of your Watcher's Eyes? How many elders have you been running?
Follow the goblin that ran off. He may know. Collapses beneath the dark
You got Watcher's Eye from both elders?
depths of the trash.
Damn, dude. That's sick. I got Watcher's Eye, and what did I get for the other one? I got some unique, that doesn't matter. Hey, why didn't that work?
Masked thief flees into the main trash
Did you direct your attention to the top of the screen?
There's a blood-curdling
I don't know.
followed by a deep rumbling that sounds strangely like a belch. This
Let me check.
massive chamber is filled with
I don't know exactly what it was you're trying to do,
in the middle of the desert.
but yeah, I don't see anything here. Oh, it's because you need to be level 5 or higher. After the first month, if you're not level 5 or higher, they don't display the names anymore. Yeah.
To the trash littered floor. The door to the west opens. and the
Yeah, I gotta farm some more.
stranger steps through.
I want to get
Tree
Uber Elder,
the missing arcane assistant.
but I need more Elder clears to get the fragments so I can run Uber Elder. But Shaper and Elder are so crazy easy. That's so fast. They literally phase in like 2 seconds. It's very satisfying. Character feel good, man. It feels good. There's something in HD made you forget what it was. Yep. That's the same thing, right? It's like walking through a door. The whole idea, like when you walk through a door frame, you forget everything you were planning on doing. It like causes like a transition state in your brain. I don't know if the science behind that, like any of the reasons that they give for that, are actually real. If there is something real about the idea that when you walk through a door, it actually causes you to forget things, that I couldn't tell you. What I can tell you is that when I walk through doors, I definitely do forget stuff. Very annoying. Yeah, me too. I have been neglecting my sanctums.
The foreman turns.
The thing is, like, the sanctums are something you have to build up to. You have to get, like, the good relics to be able to get the good stuff out of the sanctums. So it's not just something you just go do. You have to start doing, like, sanctum into sanctum into sanctum into sanctum. You don't start getting, like, good stuff until you've cleared, like, 6 or 7 sanctums. But each sanctum is 40 maps. So until you're, like, 200-something maps deep, you're not really getting anything out of your sanctums. And the sanctum resets on every new character, so I don't know. I'm very lucky though. I have a 8% cold penetration relic that I got from a sanctum. I'll be using that. It's been very nice.
The magma reaver dies, and the wall of flame it created flickers out.
Hey, what's up, Ice Frost Lenser? See ya. 6 seconds, done. It's very satisfying that it works. What's this? Died for stream peeps? Exactly. So the reason why they added a higher level requirement is to prevent things like that from happening.
In a sheet of ice.
You're like, oh man, that sucks. But you wanted to do it. But how annoying would it be if that was like, if people were doing that all day, just to show up on like live streams, videos, to show up on people's screens? Because people do make joke characters and then get killed just so they can show up on places. That's it. If you want to do that, day 1 is when you do that. After day 1, it's a little bit harder.
The young apprentice falls to her knees, muttering her last breaths. I'm sorry, Master.
I hated Sentinel League.
I failed.
Because Sentinel League is when they made everything Arch Nemesis. And I couldn't stand it. It was the worst.
Responsible for this supernatural.
Every single monster has 85% elemental resistance.
Known
Yay!
wisdom stands before a humming, whirring arcano-mechanical device. The jets of air released by the contraption cold enough to feel
and my icy minions as well. Well then, it seems that I, Jabazoknako, must deal with you myself.
And we're good. Puzzle solved. Yeah. How do you do these puzzles? You just run the tiles.
Cackles the gnome
This
as
is
he
really straightforward.
teleports away.
Am I going to do all of Sharn on hard
There's a
difficulty
quick
with no
turn,
named
tail
item
and
drops?
run, but
Be
the
17
whirring
quests
device
with no named
continues to
items?
freeze the lava flow. You managed to disable the device.
At 16%.
halting the flow
That's still not
of the
impossible.
air.
I
You
think
can
the
feel
odds of
warmth
getting no
seeping
named
back into
items
the cave, a
in
sign that things are returning to normal.
like I think 12 quests is like 10%. Not that unlikely. As long as I'm above 1%, I don't really care. Artifacts are on a different drop table. We don't know what the drop rate of artifacts are. Must go faster. There we go. I get knocked off. Also, important note, when you're doing this area, I said this before in the heroic, I'm saying it again in the epic. If you're doing this with a group of people, fight your way through. Solo, there's fewer spawns, it's not that big of a deal. But if you're in a group, if you just ride through, someone's going to die. It happens every single time, so just keep that in mind.
The explosion that destroyed Vaughn's Forge seems to have left this area mostly untouched. A bloodstained note lies near a fresh corpse.
Here we go, we're good. Bloodstained note. Note stained with blood. I was like, where's the monsters? They didn't even like spawn in. What the heck is this?
Please be aware that this area
Here, we're good.
Vaughn agents are authorized.
Yeah, we're just feeling oddly tired for some reason. Playing this character, I don't know what it is. Something about the fighter. It's also difficult for me because like I can't play a character for too long. I get like really bored of characters if they take too long. It's one of the reasons why I like to constantly reincarnate and why I love the reincarnation system. It allows me to constantly live out that dream of like new character, new character, new character. I just like it. I like making new characters a lot more than I like playing one into the ground. And yeah, it's just the length here. It's a little bit longer than my normal TR path, so I'm getting like mentally fatigued where I'm like, must just rush to the end. Also, pro tip, if you want to get a little bit more rewards and kill this guy, Model 9, and by doing so, you get this extra chest, which gives you some more Sharn materials. But yeah, I just really like the reincarnation process of making new characters. I find it's very difficult for me to actually finish long games for that exact reason. Like, a game like Neverwinter Nights. I have beaten it, but I have made like 1,000 characters before I actually beat it because it's just straight up really difficult for my brain to wrap myself around playing one character all the way to completion. That's the reason why I have like a lot of unfinished video games that I get like maybe 60 to 70% of the way through, and then I just stop playing it because I don't even stop playing. I just go, you know what if I tried a character that was different? I did this. What if I maxed out my stats like this? What if I did this? And then I start doing something else. Just easy to get distracted. 2 monsters per room? Well, hell yeah, dude.
Access granted.
Yeah, that's why, like, the difficulty is not the same. Like, the game is a lot easier on hard difficulty than it is on elite because they change both the stats of the monster and the numbers of monsters.
Mr. Vaughn.
Here we go. This one. So that's why when I actually find a character or a build or something that I really stick to and I enjoy for a long time, that's a surprise for me. Something I really enjoy. That's why several leagues ago, it was Arch Nemesis League in Path of Exile. I had a character that was a brand build, and I played that thing into the ground. It was my favorite build that I'd played in a long time. The current build that I'm playing, Whispering Ice, also I love it. I'm having so much fun with this character, and I'm hoping I can play it all the way up to like level 98 or higher. I just find I reset a lot when I play video games. It is what it is. But many people probably go through that experience. You know, it's the new things are new and shiny, and sometimes I don't want to just sit there and play like the thing that I've already played before. I know some people that can just play the same character all day, every day, especially when it comes to games where you don't reset your character all the time, like in something like World of Warcraft. I have many friends who they have like their warrior and they play their warrior and that's it. They don't need to make alts. They just log in. They play their one character. And that's all they do. And on the one hand, I'm like that's really cool, but also I can't do that. One character is impossible for me. Is that an expensive build? Yes. That build has 40 divines in it so far. More like 45 actually.
You've defeated all the forge wraiths in the room. But more can be seen lurking outside in the distance.
Yeah, but I like instant kill endgame bosses, which is kind of cool. Like for me, I just need practice now. I need practice against some of the endgame bosses. Like, I died to Shaper because I forgot about how some of the degens work because my character drops vortex directly underneath me all the time, so I can never see the ground. And so because I can't see the ground, I can't tell when there's something deadly underneath my feet, so I need to be careful about that. What's a good method of farming antique bronze tokens? Farm as many rares as possible. Oh, there's somebody in guild named Whipwap. I wonder if they're an artificer. They logged off recently. Let's find out. So I had my classic half-elven artificer Whipwap Zipzap. Hey, it's Whipwap Zipzap, the reincarnation. I love that. I don't know who this is, but I like the devotion. And also pick up collectible bags. Yeah, anywhere in the sands, any quests. If you kill a monster and they drop a collectible bag, it is also
and
a
thought
token.
of a great bonus for VIPs. Every time a non-VIP gets a hard-to-earn or rare item, a random VIP on the server gets a duplicate.
Oh, great idea! It's like a free chest. I love it. Great idea. It really helps solidify the whole paying to win thing. You have people hard earn it for you. Yeah, I like it. You could also make it meaner and do something along the lines of like the item gets, there's a chance that the item that the player, the free-to-play player would have gotten, deletes itself and makes the item that you copy it gives to VIP player a like a special version, like a mythic bonus or Reaper. VIP's got a timeshare. That helm sold for 50C. Might not be a bad idea. Do some flipping. Good to know. I spec'd out of essences though. I'm not doing essences anymore. Really got rid of essences. Went into really trying harbingers because I want XP. But harbingers, I don't know, they kind of suck. I got a map where it was like extra harbingers and I had those harbinger bosses. I killed 2 harbinger bosses and got nothing. No fragments, no shards, no nothing. But it's kind of lame. So I'm not sure exactly why people do harbingers, so I might just put into harvest instead.
Worshippers kneel before a makeshift altar. In their prayers, the cultists
I've named loot boxes that cost money that you can't open unless you're a VIP. I mean, that would be like the game strategy if DDO was a mobile game. If the people who were making the business decisions behind Diablo Immortal were also running DDO, that's how they would do it. Where when you finally get it, you would get like a Sharn loot box, and you could pay money to open the Sharn loot box to give you the actual treasure out of it. Yeah, I mean, if you still have more dexterity things.
The High Priestess seems strangely untroubled by her imminent death. My spirit will only make
Give them ideas. That's an existing idea in the marketplace, though. Like, it's not a new idea. Charge people to get access to their items that they've already earned. That's literally how Diablo Immortal works. Again, it's the reason why I haven't had the copium that some people have had, where they get really excited about the concept that Diablo 4 is not going to be a complete steaming pile of garbage. The game might actually be kind of fun to play and might be kind of interesting. The story is going to be bad, but the game itself might be kind of interesting, but it is going to have the same monetization schedule as Diablo or Diablo Immortal.
And the city is now safe from their schemes.
If you don't think it's going to, you, again, you're way deep in the copium.
More still lurk in the cogs, driven by their
For the bar every
never-ending
betrayal
thirst
map.
for vengeance.
Yeah, I've been running, what have I been doing? There's a lot of breachstones and, synthesis maps. And the synthesis maps are great because you get really good returns. Because pretty much every single ring you pull out of a synthesis map is worth like anywhere from 50 chaos to like several divination orbs. Paying $1 every time you log in. Honestly, not a bad idea. It's a good tax. Exactly. With how many client crashes you have to deal with, and then you have to pay to log in. Oh, man. We're almost there. Almost there. Woo! 2 more quests to do in Sharn Cogs. Ruinous Schemes, and then Roll Call. And then once that's over, then I will head to Stormhorns and polish off Stormhorns, and that should be level 30 with the solo fighter, which in theory is all of it. I did say go to 32, but I really don't have the patience to do that because I really want a group to do that, and I have nothing more to teach you post 32. So we'll see. I might stop at 30. Oh, there's a rare here, though. Raznar. Raznar and Goro. Wait, Goro? How did he get in here? Or is this 2 rares? Oh, this is a second rare. There's 2 rares here. Amazing. Hilarious. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Goro and Raznar. Track and slay. Well, I didn't do any tracking, but I did do a lot of slaying. Right. Field Guardian of Gyroscopes. This opening room can be very annoying. Get my hireling back out. And then after this, run over and do the Stormhorns. The Stormhorns is a bit risky just because there is the final quest where if I fall off of what goes up, I instantly die. And that would be crazy embarrassing. So let's just hope I don't do that. Huh? That'd be really embarrassing. Just fall off the friggin' the map. Actually, Stormhorns is going to be really annoying because breaking the ranks, I'm not going to be able to kill all the monsters that come out. There's no way I'm going to be able to stun everything. So I'd like re-roll to Legendary Dreadnought. Then I'd be able to do it. Then I can just dire charge the packs. Knock all the monsters down. Maybe that's the play. Dreadnought's not bad either. Dreadnought, eh? Well, since I'd be 29, I would gain a better weapon, so I gain a lot more damage per strike, so I wouldn't be as reliant on the Sword of Sinks as I am currently. I'll try it. I'll re-roll to Dreadnought for Stormhorns and see how it goes.
Now you have a chance to find out more about the strange artifact.
I mean, I do really like Fatesinger. I think Fatesinger's super duper good, but you know, might as well try out some different stuff and see how it goes. I've said this when I was talking about this earlier, but feel free to experiment and try things and test out different mechanics with your gameplay. Don't just like do one thing because you think that's the only thing you can do or you should be doing.
Malik calls to you from the platform.
Try stuff out, experiment. There's too many easy options, and also the cost is very low. Even in a game like I'm playing Path of Exile, I'm constantly re-rolling my Atlas passives because it has a cost, but what else am I doing with all those orbs? Orbs are better to be used. Platinum is to be used on re-rolls. That's what it's for. Oh god, I don't have a silver weapon. I actually do have a silver weapon in my inventory. Just not as good as my weapon currently. Lower hit chance and all that. Almost got him. Get him out of here, Malik. He's dead. I beat up the ancient artifact. Please tell me I can actually hit this. Apparently I can't. I wasn't hitting the ancient artifact while I was standing on the ground. I have to like jump to hit it for some reason. I have to like stand up here. Usually I would just stand here, but the ice flenser made the ground slippery. There we go. Oh wait, ice flensers. I'm busy. Execute the portal. 33383. I wish that was more XP, but what are you gonna do?
Into the depths of Kyber.
Alright. So I'm going to town. I'm going to have to go up to the tavern because I'm going to take 29 really quick. And I'm also going to equip my new weapon. Both are good. Plus, I think the necklace that I got as well. Should be helpful. And then we'll do the final quest for the saga. Just finish it up. Roll call. It's a good adventure. A lot of people get lost in roll call. I can see where that happens. I see how that happens to some. But fortunately for me, I've just done the quest enough times that doesn't happen at all. Okay, and sword. Where are you, sword? There it is. Morning Lord's a bastard sword. Boom. So now I'm plus 110. I'm also going to try rerolling Fatesinger. Let's do it. I'm here now, so I might as well. So Fatesinger, I was 110 or something. See where we get. So now we go from Fatesinger to Dreadnought. I grab Dire Charge because I need Dire Charge because that's my big attack. So this is Dire Charge. I need the Mantle because the Mantle is good. We'll take Tactics DCs because Tactic DC is good. Weapon Master. I grab the Extraction Boost. I also take Honor because I get, this is +2 to hit because I did take the Tactician feat. Grabbing Strike twice and the Knockdown. Armor of Dusk here. Oh, Combat Brute I need. Strike with Fear is good. Lay Waste is good. Untouchable is good. So now when I hit monsters, I give them vulnerability stacks, so they actually take more damage from my hits. And then the Mantle, the Helpless here, will also be good. But yeah, we're going to go from there. So now, with this, I have more hit chance than I had before, which is good. I unfortunately no longer have these two abilities, so I can kind of get rid of these. So I can just put this here instead. Now I have Dire Charge, as well as the Dread Mantle. And the Dread Mantle also allows me to reduce the monsters, my enemies' armor class when I hit them. So now I should be able to hit way more often than I was before. So we'll see how this goes, how it feels compared to what I was just doing. And hopefully it will feel good. If it doesn't feel good, that sucks. But yeah, we'll see. Illusionist, Charisma, Paladin for spells. You have aid, but I don't see aid in Paladin's level list. Oh, the Paladin doesn't have aid. That was a builder bug. So just take whatever spell you think is appropriate. Realistically, most of the Paladin spells don't matter. The only ones that matter are Bless, the 2 level 3 ones, Righteous Power, Righteous Strength or something, and Angel Skin, the 3rd level spell, Prayer, and the 4th level spells, Holy Sword and Zeal. Everything else doesn't matter.
Find Forge personnel hard at work in this wing. Instead, you see an old woman pacing back and forth while muttering to herself.
Yeah, you can also take Cure Wounds if you want to Cure Wounds.
A group of Moorgrave University students are lost inside the forge. You need to track them down. This cavern is bare, aside from 2 circular doors.
There's no
One of
monsters
which
here.
stands open. You'll have to navigate the doors by using the pipe system.
I just hit way
Style
harder than
security
before,
drones
which is
patrol the
nice.
pipes. It looks like the lost students have triggered the one's alarm system.
The nice thing is I knock down with this attack, so I can actually keep the monsters like on their butts.
You teleport the hapless student back to
So I have the knockdown.
entrance.
This quest, obviously, fighting against constructs, maybe not the best choice to just choose Dire Charge. Whatever, it works out. If I can knock anything down that I want. Wahahaha. I don't know if I actually have more damage, but it'll be a little bit more noticeable when I can actually make monsters helpless, which I currently cannot do.
You teleport the
I also gain
hapless
more hit
student
points as
back
well,
to the entrance.
passively, simply because of the fact that my character gets hit points out of the Legendary Dreadnought tree that you don't get out of Fate Singer. Get out of here. This is not the right way. Yeah, if you just keep running through this quest, you'll eventually make it to the end. It's not too bad. If you get lost, just remember that there's no like really bad ways to go, like where you get stuck and you can't get out again. So I wouldn't be super worried about that. Just kind of run around until you find your way through. Yeah, if you look at how quickly you get stacks, terror stacks I'm already at 6, causing vulnerability stacking on targets. Vulnerability stacking is good because it means that the monster that I'm hitting, there we go. Vulnerability stacking is good because it means that the monster that I'm actually attacking is going to be taking more and more damage progressively as the fight goes on, which means boss fights should now go a lot faster because I can do incrementally higher amounts of damage to bosses as long as the fight continues. Up to a total of 20% total extra damage. I could actually do more damage if I wanted. I would have to go into Divine Crusader. And I probably will. I will probably end up going into Divine Crusader later and dropping the Unyielding Sentinel stuff. Because I'm a hardcore league and I'm still playing by myself, I don't really want to.
You
But
teleport the hapless student back to the entrance.
important note, Unyielding Sentinel's not even that bad. The shield, Legendary Shield Mastery here for the 66% extra double strike's pretty good. If anything, I would probably drop Grandmaster, but I really like the +6 stunning DCs for this character. Because it's hard to get your stunning stats up. Yeah, so this fight should go a little bit faster than some of my other fights, but we'll, again, this is a wait and see sort of thing. It might not go faster. It might go slower. Dramatically slower. We'll see.
Emanates from the Shield Guardian. Intruder. Power system compromised. Unauthorized missile removal. Eliminate threat.
No, don't grease me, you bastards. Good, I'm glad that that thing goes away when the grease goes away. Or dies. When it dies, the grease goes away. So now, it has lower armor class because I've got vulnerability, armor class destruction, and terror, so I should be able to hit it a little bit better than before. So I shouldn't really miss at this point, even though I'm only +101. You'll see I'm still hitting most of the time. And then I have the vulnerability, so I'm actually hitting more on a per strike. The downside is I don't have adamantine right now. I should get that out of Grandmaster Flowers, so I can actually bypass more damage reductions. I have to reroll Grandmaster Flowers as well. And this one is 5 white, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 blue and 3 yellow. Much easier. You'll notice some stutter stepping. You're basically animation canceling it. The problem is when you pull a lever, if I pull a lever like 3 times in a row, if I just don't do that anything, 1, 2, 3. But if I stutter step it instead, you cancel the animation. So step, 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 like so, and it's faster. You just tap any direction and your character will do that. Anyway, it is 3 yellow, 3 blue, 5 white, and 7 black. Did I do 1 too many? You better believe I did. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. as I was showing the stutter stepping. I wasn't counting, I was actually just doing the stepping, and I was hoping I wouldn't have that mistake.
Get out of here. Careful.
Also, it doesn't matter whether you save or free him. At the end of the day, you still get the treasure. It's just, I guess, your conscience. Alright, and that is the entirety of Sharn without dropping a single named item from the chests. Sometimes I get mega streamer RNG with certain things, and sometimes you don't. You never know when RNG is going to hit you. Alert your, ask your doctor if you think RNG is right for you. It's like chains. I can craft quality strength on this, which is not helpful because then I won't have a strength item at all. But it could be better than the Braces of Fallen Hero. Screenshot his group playing 3 Jack Jibbers Blades. Yeah, I heard about that. It was very cool. 3 Jack Jibbers Blades at the same time. God damn. I can put on this extra Constitution item. So I've got Constitution 13, as well as the armor bonus and Deadly. So I get even more stats and quality curse resistance. Golly gee. Go here, grab my Cogs Saga. Hello, reward score. Yes. Give me some more experience points. Oh, baby. And now we're going to head out to the Stormhorns. But first, I got to re-roll my Grandmaster Flowers thing. And then 10 seconds later, there it was. Yeah, all 3 of them in the same chest. The drop rate is very, very low, but it's not 0. So, you can always pull, like, extra items. And you can always get one of those to show up in the chest for you. Very nice. Alright, we're good. There's a 76 chance of pulling 0 named items in the Cogs. Oh, I pulled 0 named items in the entirety of Sharn. The totality of Sharn, so all 17 quests. Yes, now I need Adamantine. And I have good, so I will take Evil. Probably Lawful, maybe? Probably Lawful. Evil's only good for, like, one thing. Archons. And then max dex bonus. I do want to get more max dex bonus, but I don't know what my current dodge chance is. What's my dodge? Dodge is 16 currently? Oh, snap. So putting points into Armor of Dusk gives me increased dodge chance. That's good. I'm at 9% dodge? I'll take it. Get a 5% chance? Sometimes it's what it is. You gotta live the 5% chance, man. Again, not upset about that. As long as it's above 1%, I feel okay. If something happens in a video game, and it seems unlucky, but it's over 1%, you have to imagine that there's a lot of people that play this game. So the odds of you getting a 1 in 100 is not crazy, right? Because that happens to lots of people all the time. There's so many people playing the game, logging in, playing the game, that I forgot to go get ship buffs. I'm just gonna have to walk back here by hand. Well, life is pain, as they say. For 17 quests? Oh, that roll? That roll's less than 5%, yeah. Well, that one? 2? That is higher than 5%. Divine Mist was slain by Cogged Beast! Oh, no! Caged Beast. Taking one down. Oh, you hate to see it.
The city of Stormreach is abuzz with the news that a ship has arrived to ferry passengers to Sharn, the City of Towers. The ship's captain seeks heroes looking for a grand adventure in the clouds. Speak
Bam.
to Captain Alban Dranmore in the Stormreach Harbor to set sail for Sharn.
The odds that I would pull nothing is 0.84 to the power of 17. Yeah, 5%. 5.16. Not bad. I put win 6. Well, you know. I don't really need the items that much. I don't even think there's anything. I'm going to check my bank just in case there is anything useful there, but I really don't think I even need anything out of there at this point. But I will look, because I am curious. Who knows? Maybe there's something very, very good in here. Boar strand. Give me some data. Top down, buddy. I have a Sphere of Souls Docent, which is so much better than my current Docent. It is astounding. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys, what do you think about... Do you guys care if I take items out of the bank for my character? Answer now. And while you guys are doing that, it's time for... the last daily gold roll of the entire year forever, because they're retiring daily gold rolls starting tomorrow. So get ready, put in your predictions. Hopefully you have the chance on your side. You can win a prize. I won't. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and that's an 82, ladies and gentlemen. That's an 82. Oh my god. Here you go. Prizes in.
Hello Strim, Brian here. Sorry, but I was too busy dousing my headphones with barbecue sauce and watching it walk away casually. Could you please explain how to do members only the hard way and then use the easy way so we never have to do it the hard way? Thanks, bud.
Yeah, sure. I can do that. It would actually literally just be the Ring of Flickering Steel and the Sphere of Souls. Everything else I can't use.
Strimtom.
Oh, and these bracers!
Wait, you thought I would be nice. Wrong rip bozo.
Wrong rip bozo. Oh, because the bracers are so good because they've got the greater repair and the repair ramp and the auto repair. So whenever I take damage, I actually heal because of the ramp. These items are so. This item is so cool. And the items are in hardcore, then use them. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm using the items. He's going for it. It has also occurred to me that I don't have a strength item. I do have a strength item. And strength 9. I guess for my dodge, and I need the dodge. No, I don't have a strength item. No. I have to do Feywild before using those items at least? Fine. I'll deal with that. Yeah, I got these two Fate Twisted stuff. Get a Summer Cloak? Yeah, just go get a Summer Cloak. This is the solo build, man. You know how hard it is to get and annoying it is to get a specific item you want from a specific chest? Alright. And the answer is yes, they know. We all know. I upgraded this item. More electric exist, whatever. Silver's daily now. What's the reasoning? So the reason is because earlier this year, they added, there's a new producer who was put in charge of DDO, and they asked what people wanted because there's pretty much a universal sentiment that VIP could use more value in it, right? Because if you own the content, you really don't get a whole lot out of VIP, so what's the reason for going in? Like, people want to have a reason to give SSG more money, right? This is not a new idea. A lot of people feel this way. Paying for stuff that you use is just kind of natural. That's just the expectation. You go to a gym, you pay for a membership, you know, because you use it, you want to pay for it. So, especially since it's getting maintenance and up to date and all these other things. So, you know, myself, I like being VIP, but it would be nice if there was just more in the VIP bundle. So, they didn't know what to do because they either didn't have market research or they just didn't have a good idea as to how to sweeten the deal, and maybe they needed time to implement something. So in the interim, they gave daily gold rolls as an interim solution. So since I think it was like March or April of this year, VIP's got daily gold rolls instead of weekly gold rolls, and that was pretty much for the entire year. And they said it was going to be ending at the end of the year when they would be unveiling something else, some new idea that was going to be replacing it. However, they haven't told us anything. We have no news about what anything like that could be. So whether something like that is actually in the works or not, again, we don't know. It's just going to have to be a wait and see.
I fear that any moment they're sneaking Netherese bout.
2 dark-robed wizards appear at the end of the
I would guess that they will probably have an announcement with the anniversary being end of February. So end of February, you'll be able to get yourself a answer to the question of what are they replacing it with. But until then, probably not. VIPs get bullywugs, honestly, yeah, that'd be cool. Oh, get destroyed! Shit, get destroyed. However it's done. No. Alright, and now you can just get through these root walls by using them.
wizard teleports with Orifon, leaving the others behind to fight.
Here we go.
As if I would waste my time.
The other wizard. These woods are crawling with the Netherese.
It's
Before
Knowles.
you have any hope of
Knowles.
learning what became of Orifon, you must make it out alive.
The upside, I like the fact that I can pretty much knock down and stun every single monster that's around me now, which is kind of cool. I just can't always do that all of the time. Also, this is a trap. Oh, it's not a trap. I'm impressed that the floor was going to come out from underneath me. Apparently not. Yeah, so it's not that they just want to take stuff away from the player base. It's that they've wanted to give something good for VIPs for a while. They just don't know what to give for VIPs. And so the gold rolls were never a permanent solution. It was a temporary solution to a problem of we want people to have stuff, but we don't know exactly what that is. Okay, there is a trap here. I'm gonna avoid it real quick. Yeah, damage is pretty good. I'm able to clear the stuff pretty well. So I'm not too worried about that. And single targets will probably be okay. Meh. Get some more items, get some more stats. We'll sort it out. But yeah, so anyways, that's the kind of the history behind why there's not going to be any more daily gold rolls. Again, it has nothing to do with, like, they're taking it away because they don't want people to have it. It's because they said when they did it, it was until the end of the year, until they had a better solution for exactly what they wanted to do with their rolls.
Stand guard over a magic barrier.
It was something that was never going to be permanent anyway.
More magic
Who knows?
barriers.
Maybe they'll come out with, like, a platinum roll that only that VIPs get to do every day. So they still have the weekly gold roll or something, but then they have a platinum roll that now people do. I don't know. Admittedly, the specifics of how they're going to do the gold rolls was never something I was super stressed about. I do want VIP to be more valuable, and it's one of the reasons why I brought it up when I got to interview Tolero, because I think it's an important topic, and I think it matters a lot. There are a lot of video games that have way better VIP services than DDO. The easiest example I can think of is a game like Elder Scrolls Online. Whether you like Elder Scrolls Online or don't like Elder Scrolls Online, the VIP system and system that they have is friggin' awesome. So, basically, you get what's known as the crafting bank, which is an infinite storage bank that holds every crafting material in the entire game, and it's account-wide. It's so good. There's other bonuses you get too for being a VIP, but just that alone is so amazing. It's just really hard to compare even to just DDO. Oh, that crafting bank. Oh, yeah. I'm now just thinking about the crafting bank and how good it is. Yeah, they could do a better job of making things enticing and exciting. The problem is I have a feeling a lot of the tech they would want to add in, even the Lord of the Rings Online, got better stuff for VIPs. So for those that don't know, in the Lord of the Rings Online, they got, which is also made by by Sandstone Games, so same company. So when one thing happens in one, you know, it's easy to make a comparison between the two games, because even though the games are different, the company that runs it is the same. So if they make a decision to do one thing in one game, you know, they could do it in the other one. In that one, they added the VIP rewards, and what they do is basically an item that you get in your inventory that allows you to, from anywhere in the entire game, it allows you to access your bank, shared bank, wardrobe, which is a cosmetic storage that they have in Lord of the Rings Online, the auction house all from your inventory at any time, and you no longer have to repair. So repairing is like your items never take itemware as long as you are VIP. And your crafting is almost instantaneous. Trap. Hey, no trap. Nice. Well, a ranger hating DDO over here. Time for a bow build. What would a good leveling endgame Horizon Walker look like? I mean, the character that I played was pretty good. The halfling bow rogue was very strong. Like, for leveling, it was the worst. If you want a good leveling bow character, try Barbarian, because Barbarians use two-handed weapons. Put your points into strength, and you should have a pretty good character. Leveling with a bow character is one of the worst experiences you can have in DDO. It's horrific how bad it is. Please don't level as a bow character if you want to have a good experience.
The wizard Shy stands in the clearing.
Archers shoot very, very slow, and so you just spend a lot of time poking enemies and doing not a whole lot. And it's a bad experience generally. I would not recommend it to anyone. Yeah, also level as Inquisitive. It's another good way to do it. Yeah, take the feats, but just put your points in the Inquisitive tree and level as an Inquisitive. I'm not even joking. That's a better way to do it, for sure. Yep, or just be a Tempest. These are all good solutions. The best part about being Ranger is you get all the 2-weapon fighting feats, so you can just level as a Tempest and respec. Your enhancement points. Oh, thanks, video game. If you're a ranged character, by the way, you can just, like, attack these from... Apparently I can do that.
The magic
There we go.
orbs
I have to fight my way over there.
Shy's shield goes down.
Yeah, playing a bow character is a miserable experience. And it's been a miserable experience for a while, too. It's not even like this is a new idea, it's just been miserable for a long time. And every new quest pack that comes out, it just gets more and more miserable, because more quest packs equals more monsters that have more health. There's more of them. This is when I wish I had action boost sprint. I'm gonna get over here, start fighting this, and when it's right about to die, it's gonna knock me away. Oh, okay, good, it didn't. Also, if you're wondering why I'm knocking monsters down, if you haven't played in a long time, Dire Charge has been changed, so now it's a Sunder that can get upgraded with a Trip that can get upgraded with a Stun. It applies Trip, Sunder, and Stun to whoever you hit, which is one of the reasons you can even Dire Charge bosses, because it reduces their fortification, which is nice, as well as their armor class.
Taking a breath, Shy deftly casts a spell, restoring both her shield.
Now here are Shader Kai. So I'm not going to be Dire Charging right away. I'm going to wait till I get surrounded by Shader Kai, and then once they eventually surround me, or they don't surround me because they're bored, I guess. They just want to use range attacks because they think that's really cool. Then I will start killing them all. Dire Charger is very, very good for this character, being able to knock everything down. Another benefit of Legendary Dreadnought is having access to this ability, Untouchable, which gives me displacement while an action boost is active. Displacement is not always the best thing in the game, because a lot of monsters do have True Seeing, especially on Reaper mode, but on Elite difficulty, far fewer monsters have True Seeing. Dude, please. Let me kill the thing. Like how they're all just chainsing over there and they can't hit me. What a bunch of idiots. Okay, actually summons Berundian. I kill the pseudo dragon here. Get him out of here. This would be a lot faster if I was a ranged character. Inquisitive. Just less chasing shit around.
The pseudo dragon falls to the ground, dead. Shy flies into a rage at the loss of her faithful familiar.
Goodbye, Shy.
You won't forget your nobleman.
Alright. And also, I like the fact that these quests actually give, on Elite difficulty, will give more XP than the Sharn quests on Hard. Granted, the Stormhorn's quests are going to be a little bit longer, so, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so, as I said, you pretty much, you're a Ranger, or 13 Rogue, 6 Ranger. I did 1 Barbarian, you could probably do 1 Monk. Why do you do 1 Monk? Versus 1 Barbarian? Is it just wind stance for extra double shot? And then you use the cloth instead of the light armor? And you use your monk feet on Zen archery? Or do you go like wisdom and grab the wisdom trance? You probably wouldn't do that, right? Upgrade fire stance? Ew, upgrade fire stance. Do you have enough feats for that though? Because you did take, even though you're playing a ranger and you get a bunch of ranged feats, you don't get that many ranged feats. Unless you like do it really screwy and take the ranger levels super late so you can take the other ones early. Because you have to take 2 upgraded feats. For the extra crit multi on a 19 and 20. Because ranger gives you what? Precise shot, any shot, and rapid shot, so it does save you 3 feats. But then monk gives you Zen archery. And then you would have 3 extra feats to play around with, so you could probably afford it. And you got extra hit points from Tempest anyway. So I guess it doesn't matter that much. You just take other stuff. Doesn't seem too bad, yeah. Yeah, but then you lose 1 sneak attack dice. And you lose 1 rogue special ability. And I assume you take improved evasion and opportunist?
You finally, the harbor gestures to the edge.
Alright, so this is going to be annoying, because usually you would have like a whole legion of crowd control for this. I don't. So instead I'm going to be getting the traps that are over here. There's a guy that has traps. I'm going to be going over here and getting the traps from him. And then running this quest. This is the hardest, probably the hardest quest for this character. And by hardest, I mean it'll just be the most annoying, because I can't actually do the objective properly.
Gnolls snipe down from the edge of the cliff. A threat to anyone below.
I also don't really need to use action boost for this. Maybe I won't. I need to save them. Unfortunately, my character stuns very regularly. Since I'm actually playing a strength-based shield user, there is an argument to be made for the tier 5 of the Vanguard, sorry, Captain of the Vanguard free. It causes you to stun 10% of the time you shield bash people, which is pretty good. But it only uses strength. So this guy, once you kill this camp, he gives you the superior large mats. And those will be very helpful for me, and you'll see why soon. Anyway, I'm gonna come down here. The monsters don't spawn down here until you run down here. Now you're gonna see that they spawned in. So you actually have to run down here to spawn them, which then causes these null trackers to die. Or to, like, to count against the archer thing. I think that's all of them. Where you have to disrupt the line of archers. I don't know why these ones don't spawn until you get over here. It's quite annoying. There you go. And this one also spawns when you walk past it. There's lots of ways to miss. Yeah, I feel like 2 monk would give you a lot more hit points as well. Because you get the extra feet, so you could either take just straight up toughness from the extra monk feet, if you don't need them. Which is the rogue. Again, you've already got a lot of extra hit points, as it is. Probably don't need it as much. I don't know. The point is just have those 6 ranger levels early, so that way you can play Tempest for the leveling process. I know when I did mine, I got the 6 ranger levels like out of the way right away for the leveling, and then at cap, or the last levels, or the rogue levels that I took. I wanted that to be, get that done the other way. But the rogue levels don't really give you a whole lot other than sneak attack damage, and the sneak attack damage basically never applies to the leveling process, because most of the time, if you're soloing, or you're the first person to shoot, the first attack is sneak attack, assuming you have the distance, the range on it, but you probably don't, because you only get the unlimited range for sneak attack out of Sharadi Champion Tier 5. So you probably can't even sneak attack anything. And then even if you do get a sneak attack, it's usually on your first shot, because after that, everything has aggro on you, and they see you, and they just go, hey, look, it's a person I'm fighting. And then you don't get sneak attack anymore. In theory, if you wait for other people to go into rooms, you probably can. But as somebody who has played with other people who play ranged characters, and played with range in the party, when you're playing as a tank, you have to be careful, because what people who play range love to do is shoot before you get there, so all the aggro goes on them, and you have to chase the monsters all over the room. And then they don't bring the mobs that they're aggroing to you, they run around in a circle, which means there's a 100% chance they're going to die. Pro tip if you're playing a ranged character, if you want something tanked, bring it to the tank. If you're dying, go near whoever your tank is or your most defensive person, and they will do their best to get it off of you. If you don't do that, then there's no guarantee they can help you in any capacity. So that's my sage advice from me to you. If you want something tanked, please bring it to the tank. Also, Marauder X was slain. Rip Marauder X. Want to turn? I knew that my favorite first Asadero build and I had a great time. Hey, if you have fun playing ranged characters, that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I just can't anymore. That's all. I actually think I need Esoteric Touch because I don't have Ghost Touch anymore. I mean, I have a weapon for that, but... Ethereal Sword. A great Tempest build. Tempest is good. Also, if you want to use Action Boost, if you don't have Action Boost Haste and you want to use Dreadnought, you have to take Carry On. Because it gives you actual attack speed. So you can use, like, Action Boost Tactics out of here if you want the Tactic DCs or whatever Action Boost you happen to have. Like, Action Boost Double Strike is usually where you would go instead of this. What is my Double Strike right now? 27. Not good. I'm not using the traps yet. I'm saving that for the Gnolls. The Gnolls run too fast.
The Netherese convoys are entering Tumble Rock Pass.
Because these supply carriers are not that big of a deal. Because they run real slow. It's the Gnolls. The Gnolls are the hard part.
You shouldn't have fun playing ranged characters. There, I said it and I'm not gonna lie anymore. Fight me, match.
I mean, I didn't say that. You did.
Bozo.
But yeah, if you are still having fun playing ranged characters, don't, you know, let my hatred dispel the magic from your enjoyment of ranged characters. Die, supply carriers, they're too fast, there's too many of them. Oh, melee. Oh, why am I playing melee? Why do these things happen? It has occurred to me that because I have Divine Punishment and all these spellcasters and everything attacking me, I actually have no real way to get the traps down before the Gnolls spawn, because by the time I get the traps down, I will be, I'm getting hit constantly. Unless I do have time to get the traps down. Maybe I do. Okay. Okay, please. Please die.
Let my hatred and level 20 wizard dispel the magic from your enjoyment.
Fuck. I thought I would hit more than one. No, come back. Oh, there's so many supply carriers. Whatever, I don't even care. Wait, do I have to slay all the supply carriers or I lose? I actually don't remember. I haven't done this quest in a long time. I think I do have to slay them all or I lose. Come back. Come back, Zinc. Why is it only hitting one? Fuck you. This fucking game sucks. Why is my AoE so small in dire charge? Okay, hold on. Okay. There's gonna be more of them running down here, so I can just intercept when they come at me. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I am a wall. I'm a human barrier, and they can't get past me. I'm gonna try, but they can't. You're stunned.
You've deprived the Netherese army of more than half of their
Okay.
supply.
Killed a few of them.
Salvaged some of it and placed it in a chest.
Okay, we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Oh, I don't know why there was only 2 there. You'd think there would have been more supply carriers. These ones coming here. Drop this. I got a supply carrier. I got these ones out here too. They're caught. No. No, I'm slowed for some hamstring. Because every monster in DDO has hamstring. Oh god, why did they put a hamstring on every monster? Ugh. No. No. Okay, another trap. We're doing okay. Kill this guy. Nope. Nope. Stop. Get out of here. Okay. Not bad. This is really, really hard when you have no crowd control because you're just a fighter. And I don't have enough AoE to kill everything. Or enough damage to kill everything quickly. Huh. I really, really hate how many monsters there are and how many slows they give you in this quest. Again, it makes sense why ranged monsters would have hamstring to be able to prevent, like, enemies from getting away. Like, I get that. I understand why that is a thing. I just find it a deeply annoying thing. Okay. Oh my god. I'm letting one get away, I just can't get him. Die, please! Like, the monsters can't kill me, I just also can't kill them. It's really funny. What a turn of events. Oh god, there's more of them. That trap. Oh, they all made their save against the trap? Damn you, giants. Oh, I dire charge nothing. All right, we got him.
Somewhere above. It's the Harper you spoke to earlier.
God damn.
The camp at the end of the valley. An armed party just
the most fun range character is where you use the throwing dagger, but DDO should make you dual wield them because you're able to do. Because you're dual wielding, you should only be able to attack at really close range. It's funny because I've been playing, you know, the last or latter season of Diablo 2, we played throw barbs, and Barbarian is a dual wielding class. It's the only class in the game that can dual wield. And also, when you use throw or like throwing weapons, you actually dual wield throwing weapons on a Barbarian, and they have the ability. One of their skills is double throw, where you throw with both weapons at the same time. Where's the boss? What? What? What's going on? I've never seen... Wait, did the boss go somewhere else? Did I go to the wrong place? Okay. I'm confused. Oh, I needed to destroy the camp. Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'm just so used to doing it with like the harpies and everything that I was just unaware that you would have to, you know, make this guy spawn. I'm learning a lot this time, actually. Well, that's where the whole origin of the throw barb thing started. We pulled we had way too many gimmer shreds kicking around, like a lot of gimmer shreds. We had so many gimmer shreds, and then eventually we had. And by we, I mean Cruiser, had more money than sense. I just started spending runes like a madman, buying all the throwing weapons. And we had casually mentioned, oh yeah, you know, what about throw barb party? You know, it could be fun. And then literally the next day, just starts sharing his screen and shows off all of his full stash of throw barb weapons. So the Gimmer Shreds was a joke, but everything else, not a joke.
With him goes the scheme to supply
good old Gimmer Shred.
Army across
Really wanted to use it, but it's just too bad. But it's got fire, lightning, and cold damage. Ugh. If only it was good. The dark across the room. What happened? I was just describing the origin of throw barb. Of how I basically just kept saying Gimmer Shred, and then you eventually then everyone logged off for the day, and then everyone logged back in the next day, and you had a full host of weapons for everybody. Okay, so how do you get up to the top? I'm just gonna walk. The trick is you just follow this road. There's a road here. You can follow it from the beginning, but you basically just follow this road and go up the mountain.
With a deafness spell, if you must.
Well, yeah, because I gave you a Gimmer Shred, and then I got another Gimmer Shred, and then I got another Gimmer Shred, and you got a Gimmer Shred, and we had too many of them. It's just what happened. Gimmer Shred. You know, sometimes interesting ideas can come from interesting places. It's one of the reasons why I like coming up with DDO character builds, because you can sometimes just see something unique and go, you know what, that sounds cool, and then just run with it. Like Narithos' idea of the Tempest Ranger Bard Storm Singer is something I never ever would have thought about. So I find that very, very interesting. And whenever I get the opportunity to try out cool and unique character builds, I usually take that chance and jump right on it. Obviously, Pure Fighter here is not the most cool and most unique character in the entire world. But it's pretty good, and I'm having fun, and that's what matters to me. Also, I will have to buy more healing potions eventually, because apparently I'm down to 43 Oil of Serious Repair, so I will have to go buy more potions. But I don't want to run out. Not in what goes up. Important note, if you get red alerted, just stand your ground and fight some monsters. If you are not as tanky as my character, then obviously it'll be a little bit more difficult to stand your ground and fight some monsters, but just do what you can. That fighter is the default mode character because that's the first one that pops up when you start playing. I mean, to be fair, also, fighter is like... Imagine, when you think about Dungeons & Dragons, imagine you're looking at the video game box for Dungeons & Dragons, right? Fighter, or a character who's wearing some type of armor, some type of plate, like a knight with a sword, like that's a very standard idea. I would imagine that it is like a default character for many. How many fantasy video games do you get to play where you literally get to play as just a guy with a sword? It's like there's a world full of magic and all sorts of other stuff, and for the most part, you get to experience just sword, or sword-adjacent gameplay. It just is what it is. Yeah, I do wonder how many people don't actually go through, read the character select, and they just like kind of click create character and just click next until they eventually get into the game. And don't really look at what their character is or what they can do. It's like how there's the level up summary. So whenever you level up a character, there's a little summary screen that tells you what you get when you level up. What percentage of people don't actually read that screen when they level up? They don't know what they get. Favorite class, guy with sword? Yeah, guy with sword's a good class. Okay, so this is Breaking the Ranks. Not a terribly difficult quest. However, it does have spell words. If you have no way to deal with spell words, like no paralysis immunity, you have to stay towards the middle of the camp. The entire outer ring of this whole camp gets covered in spell words. So just keep that in mind. It can be quite dangerous if you're not prepared for it.
The gong echoes against the mountainside. An irritable Netherese strategist appears atop the fortifications.
Oh, warlock. That hamstring, dude. Gurgle. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm gonna pull Yurgle back over here. I just don't want to be... He's in the spell wards right now. I don't want to be over there. The spell wards do evil damage out here, so it's not just like, oh, there are spell wards that you can kind of ignore. Like, oh, they're like poison because I'm a Warforged, so I can ignore them. No, it's all evil damage. Then once the boss is dead, you basically just have to kill enough of these, so killing power is essential. If you happen to have the ability to get rid of spell wards, what you can do is go around the whole camp and get rid of them, and just stand where the monsters spawn. So the gnolls are coming out of this camp, stand here, so you can kill them faster, because they'll all be grouped up on you. Fortunately for me, I can't go in there, because, you know, spell ward's bad. He said I have to be mildly more patient. Similarly, out of here, once all this stuff is dead, the orcs next. The orcs come out of this gated area with the drawbridge, or not drawbridge, but with the the chain-bound gate. The problem with the chain-bound gate is that there are archers that you have to kill, and they don't like to leave. There's also spell wards all over there, so to get them to leave, you basically just have to run to the other side of the camp and hope that they're going to come with you. You know, you never know when that's actually going to happen. My hireling is disinterested with healing herself. That's very perplexing. Do anything to cure yourself, dude. Also, if you want to get bonus XP and make the quest go faster, you can pull this bell. If you want to use the shrine, you can't pull the bell. As I said, you have to let them come all the way out, because if you don't let them come all the way out, you'll have to fight the archers inside of their camp, and that is a little unmanageable if you, again, don't have a way to deal with spell wards, which is going to come up a lot. There's a lot of spell wards in this quest chain. It is what it is. Here's a guy with Swords of Destiny 2. I mean, Swords of Destiny 2 are pretty cool. I wouldn't say prefer, but they are pretty cool in that video game. I mean, most of the swords aren't as... Or, like, none of the swords are made equal. So, like, Black Talon is the coolest sword of all of them, and then every other sword has to live up to Black Talon, and you realize every other sword isn't Black Talon. And you have to deal with the world in which there are a lot of swords that are not the Black Talon. And that's just a shitty reality to live in. Oh, come here. Again, I'm pulling the archers out. I really don't want to have to go into that camp. Again, it might also look like I'm being really weird with my movements, or like I'm not using abilities I should be using, like Dire Charge, because I'm just trying to get the archers so they don't just run off into the edges of the room. If they're running off in the edges of the room, I have to deal with spell words, and that sucks. We come back here, wait for them to come to the middle, and we should get them. Feel fun to give him giving regular viewers their hardcore builds for the start of a season. Giving people their hardcore builds? What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, I do that. I usually put out like at least 10 hardcore builds for each hardcore season. Or are you talking about something else? Like, I'm not sure I understand. Alright. Now we have the Giants. Giants are here. Same thing. Their camp is filled with spell wards, so you just kind of chill here. Fortunately, there's no ranged Giants. They just melee you. Like assign people builds. Oh, somebody says, hey, Strim, what should I play for hardcore, and then go with it on day one? Oh, that could be fun. Yeah, I'd be down to do that. Just telling people what they should play. I'm like a Magic 8-Ball for your builds. Oh, great Oracle Strimtom. What build should I play this hardcore league? You should play Dual Wield Barbarian, Undead Barbarian. Whoa. Important note, the Giants here actually hit really hard, so you have to be like mildly careful if you're going to be attacking all of this. Die, glum to clunk. Oh, there's actually a shaman out here. I didn't know that. Let's kill giants as fast as possible. So many giants. I like how he hears like chunk, 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 chunk as I'm just hitting every single giant in here. You're playing favored life domain cleric. Oh, like make a party like that. I don't know. I mean, the problem is, especially when it comes to telling people what to play, the coolest part about DDO is being able to play exactly what you want to play. Like, that's my favorite part. So, assigning people builds, it's so counter to that philosophy of, like, playing whatever you want to play. I really like when people play whatever they want to play. It's the reason why if I ever do, like, a specific rush group, I will generally fill for the role that's needed, or just take on the role that's the most, like, I don't know, or take on something that can fulfill multiple roles. Like a character that can trap and DPS, or tank and heal, and other things, like my paladin build. It's the same reason why, like, people have brought up the idea of, like, oh, what if there was hardcore, but, like, you couldn't play spellcasters or something? Or what if there was hardcore, but you couldn't do this? And it's like, yeah, you could put in building restrictions. But on the other hand, I don't know, making cool character builds is, like, one of the best parts about this video game. So taking away some element of that just feels, like, sad. Ah, yes. The old dire charge does nothing. Oh, he teleported. You're going to notice I'm going to be keeping Drayton. Try to keep him towards the bell. So I'm always going to be putting my back towards the outside of the camp. So that way when he runs away from me, as spellcasters often do, I will be able to constantly make sure he is going the direction I want him to go. And kind of keep him going around here in like a little circle. Teleports way too much. He's done. Now there is actually a spell word on your way out of here, so just be careful if you're going to be running through this area. There is a spell word here. It will kill you, so try to recall out if you're not immune to
that should make the fighting faster.
Yeah, I know. If only I had Celestial Bombardment and Dragon Breath. Oh no, Cozy Beat was slain. I don't know if that's Cozy Bean, but that is the spelling. And Spirit of the Hearth is, are you kidding? She died? Awesome. She died while I was loading screen. But the heart, or Spirit of the Hearth is from the quest Small Problem, which sucks. I did Wisdom Vanguard for 5k last season. Here we go. You're level 7, then rank 40 caps you, correct? I don't know the ranks to levels. Sorry. I actually don't know which level, or, like, connects to which rank.
Inside the glacier, somewhere within this ice, Orophon has arranged
there's a chart on the wiki that tells you, but I don't know offhand.
On fresh cut ice and cold new timber.
It's just a bit of information I don't know. And Dire Charge is so buggy. I do kind of love it. There's like a charm to how buggy and awful Dire Charge feels most of the time. I don't think I need to worry about healing myself. I should be okay even without the hireling, because I have my I have Dire Charge and I have Second Wind. And there's 3 shrines in this quest, so I should be fine. Let's see. I end up needing more shrines, it is what it is.
Deeper into the glacier. The excavation work seems older and somewhat worn.
Okay.
Beyond
also, always be careful, sometimes you fall through that bridge. Falling through that bridge is a very common experience.
Need a base of operations.
I'm also pretty much just going for the spellcasters. Everything else that I kill along the way is a bonus. And I'm still loving Whirlwind Attack. Whirlwind Attack has not stopped being useful. I like this ability. It is definitely performing better than I thought it was going to. And I had high hopes, so. Gotcha. Cut down those gnolls. Cut them down.
There was no sign of Rungnir.
I'm a fighter, a robot, just rushing through, fighting stuff, thousands of hit points, dire charging people. I gotta say, like, 15-year-old me would love playing this character. Let's kill bastards. Come back. Bastards, you're so far away. It's so slow.
Not a single frost giant among
If
the
they choose, they
armies
can
of
stay at their current level and earn up to 1 XP. It might be good. 45 might be hard to tap. Yeah. Well, it's up to 1 level over, right? So if you're level 7 and you get to level 8, whatever rank level 8 is, or then you can go all the way up to the rank before level 9. If that makes sense. So if rank 7 is 35, then you could, or 36, then you should be able to go up to rank 45 at level 7. I wonder how DDO would feel if you couldn't bank levels. Way worse.
Fissure slam shut. A robed figure eyes you sourly from a ledge above you. First, the dead
The gnolls.
I am unescapable.
I don't remember that my character can run out of hit points.
Time for this.
Okay, I should actually heal now. Getting down to 400 is probably a bad idea. So letting my health go lower and lower and lower. There we go.
This is taking much longer than I had hoped. Why are these minions always so...
I'm also running around because I don't want to get hit by the giants. I'm piling these guys up, and then gonna hit them with the old dire charge. If I hit them with the old dire charge, I may hit them with nothing, because none of them got dire charged. Oh yeah. So now it's gonna drop. Before that happens, wow, 143 non-crit from that giant? Go to hell,
I
dude.
suppose you want to get through that gate.
I'm gonna try now. Damn, that guy just trucked me 130 something damage. So rude.
Then I fear you will be
The second wind is good.
disappointed. Farewell.
Okay, now where do we go? Way. This way. Ugh, good old fighter.
Than the areas above.
Gotta say, fighter's definitely feeling a lot better. Second wind does help out tremendously. Important note, I'm playing on, obviously, elite difficulty and not Reaper mode. So, because I'm playing on elite difficulty, second wind is way more helpful than it would otherwise be. But, you know, your mileage may vary depending on the fighter you play. I think I will be more inclined to play more fighters in the future thanks to second wind. It just feels a lot better. It still has the problem of, like, when you're playing on Reaper 4, where... or 5 or 6, where when your character starts running low on hit points, you kind of just are entirely reliant on somebody else, which is usually not so bad, especially if you have like a bard in the party or something. Also, focusing on dodge chance and getting extra dodge into your build however you can is a great way to make yourself feel a lot more defensive, and the fact that I'm wearing a shield helps out a lot. I'll be able to get this character's armor class up around like 160, 170 fairly simply by just having a endgame piece of gear And then a endgame shield as well.
Roots of the
Oh, so I'm
mountain.
supposed to pick these up. Oh no, Ho-Ho was slain by a trap. Oh no, a level 21. Oh, dude, that sucks. You hate to see that. Level 21. Oh, man. It's sad. So sad. Hey, Strim, can you tell Cruiser stop dying in Pee-wee like a bingus? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Second. Stop dying in PoE like a bingus. I was asked to do something, so I did it. Look, man, listen, I followed through. Somebody asked me to do something, I did it. Just a stand-up guy, that's all it is. Get out of here. Go away. If there's something that makes you immune to air elementals by deleting them from the entire video game, that would be amazing. Yeah. I don't know, sometimes you die in video games. It's not a big deal. We all die in video games sometimes. The nice thing about dying in a video game is it's usually temporary or fixable. So, who cares? I die all the time when I play DDO and when I play Path of Exile and when I play pretty much every game I die a lot. You need Gem XP, which involves not dying? No. Gem XP doesn't matter for death. You can die as much as you want if you want Gem XP. Because you don't lose Gem XP when you die. So that's the benefit of Gem XP is it stays. I mean, heck, if you need Gem XP, Cruiser, I know a guy who runs very easy high XP maps for Gem XP. That guy is me. Next time I have to do a bunch of Breach Lords, I'll hit you up and get your gems a couple levels. I appreciate those gold rolls. They were pretty sick, honestly, not gonna lie.
Cries a muffled voice from beyond this gate. You have recovered
Because
enough of Rungnir's battle trappings
the
to
Breach Lord
satisfy
maps
you.
give
You'll
100%
be
increased
much
XP,
pleased if you found more.
but they're like level 70. But it doesn't matter that they're like level 70, because even though you don't get any XP, the Gem XP is not affected by character level. The gems are back up. Oh no, no! Don't tell me. Please don't tell me that you turned your gems back into level 1 gems instead of having a backup that was leveling so you could swap them out. That's a big mistake. We've all been there. What you do is you always have a second copy of your main skill when you start the game. Let's say you want to be like summon skeletons or something. You have a second summon skeletons that you level, so that way when you reset one of them for the quality, you still have a second one to use that's level 20. I'm not gambling for thousands of dollars of real-world currency. Honestly, that's what I think a lot of people are going to resort to.
Good. Rungnir says.
You know if they've said publicly about making a decision on something else? No, they haven't.
Come this way.
We know what's going away, and my guess is that there's going to be just probably silence until the anniversary, at which point they'll announce something that they're doing. And if there's no announcement at the anniversary, then that's also not that unexpected.
Though he's seen his you again. And you
But yeah,
as well.
I would guess the anniversary.
There you are, liar.
Anniversary, end of February. DDO was released, I think, on February 26th of 2006. You're gambling with stacked decks? Yeah. I should probably open them up. I have like 70 or something, just chilling. But I always just sell them in bulk. But I guess at this point, I don't really need currency, so I might as well just gamble them. Because the thing is, too, if you buy stack decks of like two chaos per deck, you're making your money back no matter what, because you'll find enough currency to make up for it, especially if you buy like 100 at a time. The problem is it's the time consuming of opening them all up. Oh, have a good night. Sleep well, the young Arcaniverse. Enjoy yourself. What is happening? My character, like bouncing all over the place. Eater, yeah. I ran a 60% quantity Eater Exarch to yeah, 60% quantity Eater, 60% quantity Exarch, and 2 of each of the smaller ones. And I got no uniques on the smaller ones, and on Eater and Exarch, the only thing picked up by my loot filter was the staff. And Eater, I got the bow. It was very sad. I didn't want the bow. I wanted, not the peasants, the ashes of stars. I was like, you know what I should have done? Considering I basically just ran, like, a divine, or more than a divine, almost 2 divines worth of bosses, and got nothing. I was like, you know what I should have done? Just sold it. Also, remembering why I'm standing where I'm standing, it's because he's gonna knock me back. So by being here, I don't get knocked back. I just get to stay against him and keep fighting.
No shame in that.
That'll be worth the excitement. Yeah. The problem with the amulet is you get the amulet, and then you have to ID it. Being so bad for a new quest packs code? Yeah, they might. Because like, do I ID the Ashes of Stars, or do I just sell it unID'd? Am I stuck? You cannot explicitly teleport to a private instance that doesn't exist yet. Well, I've never had that one. Have you guys ever seen this before? This one is new. Yeah. Well, there's a new bug in the water, ladies and gentlemen. Fine, I head to town anyway. All right. And we go here, and we go here. Yeah, maintenance tomorrow is turning off the gold rules, by the way. If you didn't know, maintenance is turning off daily gold rolls. Is anyone enjoying hardcore? Champs are quite weak this time. I mean, I'm enjoying hardcore because I just like the challenge of just, you know, running through the game and not dying. But yeah, the champions, the main issue the champions have is that they are dangerous on higher difficulty and more dangerous than the regular champions. But on the lower difficulties, they're not more dangerous. On elite difficulty, they're much easier than the regular set of champions. And even on Reaper 4, it's about the same. So it's pretty comparable to the regular difficulty in terms of what you have to deal with. The problem is that on the highest difficulty, so when you play it on, like, you know, Reaper 10, the champions are much more difficult because they have more effects and more dangerous ones. Like the temp HP is actually a big problem if it's on a monster you can't deal with. Okay, I'm going to take more dodge chance. I think that's really good. Especially since I'm on hardcore. Google's all bad. Good. Actually, before I go to what goes up, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. And then what goes up, it might, or it should get me pretty close to 30. Alrighty, it's time for everyone's favorite adventure. What goes up solo on Hardcore League? That's right. Strimtom, our brave adventurer, is going to attempt to do the quest What Goes Up by himself on Hardcore as a pure fighter. Wow. I wonder how it's going to go. Is it going to go well? Is it going to go poorly? Find out next time on Right Now. Right. Of course. What's up? What do you need? Rank 40 capped you? That sucks. I mean, there's an easy way to test if you're worried about camping. You just go into an adventure zone and kill 10 monsters, or go find like an explorer and see if you get XP from it. All of 7 to all of 8 equals 2 levels? Yes, 7 and 8 is 2 distinct levels, so that would be 2 levels, yes. Yeah. No, that is how that works. Oh, you think I'm gonna die in What Goes Up? Great question. Strimtom die in Wugoo? Dippers. No. Hey, you guys have 10 minutes. Put in. Do you think I'm gonna die? Guess what? You can now vote on it. I could die. There are many ways to die. This quest is full of Shader Kai. This quest has monsters that cast web, a spell I am not immune to and have no way to avoid. This quest has a area where if you fall, you die, and so if I lag a little bit, I can immediately fall off of the edge of the map and die, and lose my character. There are tons of ways I can die in this quest, so the question is, will I? Place your bets, place your bets. If you happen to win, you get yourself a prize. What can you do with that prize? I don't know. I'm not a prizeologist. I'm just a guy who plays computer game. Unrelated, how much lightning resistance do I have? 65. And 110 MMR. Or magic resistance rating. I'm not getting hit by the lightning bolts. Even if I get hit, I'm not going to die. Yeah, I'm not dying to the lightning. I'm very fortunate this Hardcore League, and I happen to have one of these. A legendary Ring of Flickering Steel. It is... I'm okay with somebody asking a qualifying question to find out how alive or dead I might end up being. Really confidence in your survival? Thank you. That's very kind. I like that you went all in on no. I just need an all in on yes, and then it's all set. And the prediction is afoot. Yeah, I'm not too worried. For the most part, I think this character is going to be fine. Fighter strong, and giants weak. So, we'll see. Look how weak these giants are, so I just murder all of them. I'll also be using multiple shrines in this quest to make sure I get all my action boost back, because at 30, I get the ability for my action boost to regenerate when I attack people through Dusk Surge, but I'm not level 30, so... Praying on your downfall, don't worry. Ah, perfect, thank you. Glad to hear that. Alright. So far I haven't had to use any heals. But I also haven't had to fight you Shader Kai, and these bastards are terrifying. I'm killing my lady, my hireling. Ugh. Arethea, live. All right.
You
Opening
have
section
found
done.
your way into the heart of the glacier.
Looks like I'm doing pretty good. Probably not going to die. Maybe you should all in on Strimtom not dying as well.
Bright light plays
Make those
off the
points.
wall
Oh, yeah.
path ahead. You must not be far from the surface.
I also, unfortunately for me, have no way to dispel the spell wards, but I have a bad use magic device, so I'm going to activate all of the spell wards, or all of the spell wards. Not intentionally, that's just what happens. Sadly.
Another reason.
Funnily enough, I'm actually going to be able to get my use magic device in this character high enough that I can use Greater Heroism Scrolls, which is kind of cool. I have an augment, so I don't actually need Greater Heroism Scrolls. Oh, the sneak attack damage. That was cool. I have 171 fortification. I just ate 2 sneak attacks for a lot of damage. Impudent dolt. You're the dolt, buddy. Alright, he's stun immune is a red name.
These two
Alright.
are clearly more sophisticated
Now,
than the one by the
do this.
Something has gone horribly
Oh,
wrong.
I forgot you
As
can
the
use
wings
astral shards for
bury,
this.
Something has
Man,
gone horribly
they really
wrong.
wanted people to buy astral
As
shards,
the
huh?
wings barriers drop, angry calls echo up and down the halls.
I wonder how many people have literally gotten to those apertures and used astral shards because they didn't have use magic device and they saw the words extremely difficult and got nervous. The crest is here. Perfect. Now we just gotta find Orifon. Most XP I'm gonna get from a single quest. Aretha got taken down by 800 just from the 2 seconds near the Shade of Arkai. Terrifying. Awful and terrifying. You can pop Frogo too. I think you can at 28. Yeah, but I'm not using any of the Gold Seal hirelings for the purpose of this playthrough. So in theory, I could do that if I wasn't already not doing that. Okay, no Orifon. So make sure I keep Aretha out of the spell wards because she will die if she steps into them, and she's not smart enough to avoid them. So we'll see how that goes.
There you are. Right.
Hey, what's up, Orifan? Yeah, go! Let's go! Why wouldn't you take advantage of rogue hirelings from the marketplace? I probably could. I'm lazy, most part. I didn't realize that it costs 5 SP to toggle. Why is that even there? I don't know. I think it costs spell points just because everything, because it's like it's a druid ability, right? So everything kind of costs spell points at that point. An ability, you have to enter the form. Oh, jeez. Orifon's not safe.
You have the crest. Well, what are you waiting for?
I believe was in game, but you don't always have Frogo. Not want him too bad. Well, again, for the purposes of this solo playthrough, I wanted to make sure I was kind of playing around with things that more people would have access to, and not everybody has access to Frogo. That's all.
The head wizard
To show that you can get through things even if you don't have
without
traps.
breaking her part in the spell.
Deal with this nuisance.
Hit him. The Reason Arcanist. Man, that orb is bright, especially considering I'm not staring directly into the sun right now because I'm currently dark Strimtom because my lights are out right now because the light is not functioning. I'll fix it later.
Says Senator.
I can finish this once
Right.
I'm
You no faith? It's okay. If people don't put in on the prediction thinking that I'm going to lose, then the people who put in that think I'm going to win won't get anything. So we gotta go back and forth. Plus, you need real tension. Need tension. Really, what drives the whole story. going to be using this shrine here because I want to make sure I have more stats, more health, more offensive and defensive stats. I also have to be really mindful about using Dire Charge, because if I use Dire Charge at the wrong time, it will throw me off the ledge of this quest. So I have to be very careful about specifically when I use Dire Charge. Why will Dire Charge throw you off the ledge of a quest? If you're targeting a monster, so if I'm targeting a monster, and the monster is not in my path directly in front of me, they're to the side or behind me, for any reason, the character will Dire Charge straight forward and throw myself off of a cliff. So I need to be very careful about Dire Charging, so I'm going to be slapping F1 to target myself before I Dire Charge to ensure I never move when I Dire Charge when I'm on the top. If I'm targeting myself, my character will just charge in place, causing everything nearby me to be stunned. And I have to be very careful about that, because obviously falling would be death, and death would be the end of hardcore as we know it. If my character dies, the hardcore server shuts down. It's also one of the reasons why I don't use auto-targeting, because if you have auto-targeting turned on, which you can activate via the G key on your keyboard, auto-targeting will cause your character to auto-target when you're nearby, which can be useful sometimes, but also bad, because if I Dire Charge at something auto-targeted, I could fly off of the ledge. Dire Charge in place, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's what I do most of the time. Yeah. Dire Charge in place. Oh, the music in this quest is fantastic. They did a great job with it. What Goes Up is awesome. Like, the Shadowfell Conspiracy is the weakest expansion in the entire game. No exceptions. Or, like no question about it in terms of, like, the general content and features. But that being said, What Goes Up as a set piece is pretty cool. And it would be just unfair of me to say that What Goes Up is anything but like one of the coolest quests in the entire video game.
The gate comes down. Giants.
It's just awesome. Also, I'm taking so much damage from these stupid giants. Get out of here, Frost Giant. Goodbye, Frost Giant. Beautiful, man. So happy. Shadowfell Conspiracy was Wayloon and Stormhorns, correct. Granted, what did release with Shadowfell Conspiracy was the Enhancement Tree revamp, which you could argue is pretty important and integral to the game as it currently is. Alright, so this, always wait for the bridge to load. If you don't, you will fall straight down into this chasm and die. Next, harpies. There are harpies somewhere. The harpies will sing, cause my character become helpless. I don't want that to happen. I gotta be careful about the harpies. There they are. So kill the harpy warbler, kill the other harpy warbler, and we're all set. Important note when it comes to resources, I'm not too concerned about spending resources here because I'm going to be shrining again before I get to the final section, so it's like not a big deal if I end up using like all my action boosts and other stuff. Okay, almost there. We're almost at the end of this. The final bit is the scariest part. So I love Dire Charge, and my character looks so cool, dude. I've got this cloak and the armor. Man, I'm just really excited. Because beating this quest is also, I think, the last quest I need to do. So, for the solo fighter to cap series. At which point, I just have to do all the editing that I keep telling myself I'm going to do, that I've been avoiding. Oh, and then get a whole bunch of stuff uploaded. I'm going to 32. Well, yeah, I'm going to go to 32, but this is easier. Like, once you get to 30, you get your capstone, or your tier 5s. Right? And your tier 5s are, like, really big for your character. hopefully the Shader Kai will stop for long enough for me to shrine. Sometimes they just keep coming over and over and over, and it's very annoying. Free-to-play account doesn't have it, so I have to get favor first and reroll a new character. Yeah, but the favor is not too bad, especially if you just join groups. Just like pick up some groups in the other levels. You might have to join a couple Reaper groups along the way, but that's alright. Because you just stand back, let them die. Alright, here we go. The final section.
Well, well.
Again, this is where I have to be very careful about dire charge.
Do you like my flying glacier?
I actually do like the flying glacier. I think it's very
If you
cool.
hadn't wrecked my comrade's spell and lodged the Mythalar here. Despite the nuisance, my invasion still flies. And now, you will become its first victims.
I mean, it's a pretty good sign about how powerful we are generally. If you think about, you know, the power that Amskar must have to run the Mythalar, and that this place is the beginning of a full-scale assault of Cormyr, like invasion of Cormyr. Yet we were able to come on here and fight everything. It's a pretty good show of our strength. I'm gonna make sure I kill the mages because the mages cast a web, and I can't deal with that. If I get webbed, I'm just kind of stuck and dead. So I have to be careful. The archers, I'm gonna mostly ignore. They should do a little bit of damage to me, but it's not too big of a deal. So again, gonna go over to the mage. Not using gyre charge because I don't want to get whipped off the edge right near the center here. I'm gonna come over here and fight this. I will gyre charge this pillar though, because I want the pillar to have reduced armor class and fortification.
You
so
know how in
easier.
Cyberpunk if you die in a blaze of glory on a job you get your own drink at the afterlife?
Yes.
I think you'd get one in DDO also if you charged off of the glacier. Let's try.
Is that, you think that's how that works? That at the afterlife they'll name a drink after me? Maybe down at the old bog water? Yeah, I'll give it a shot. You know, we'll see what happens. They might also give me the name of a drink if I, you know, die later as well to another different type of feat. So we'll see. And Flight Pillar is a construct. I want to be able to critically strike it, so I need to be able to break its fortification, which is what I'm doing. I'm gonna take down these archers. They're slowing me forever, and I really find it annoying. And they run away so fast. Stop. Come back. Why do you run faster than I do? Bastards. Oh, Amskar. We get some free pot shots in. Whenever you see Amskar, just start laying into him. You can't kill him, but you do have to get him low before the final fight, or the final bit. So, or else he won't phase properly. So, every time you see him, just start laying into him when you get the chance. It's very convenient that he was right here, just next to me. A drink named Bard Slayer. That's me. The old Bard Slayer. Yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna fight that. Or they're just gonna run away. I'm not gonna fight them. Realms characters, I understand. That's why we show up and instantly fight gods and win wars. I mean, also important to note that when we come through, the only people that come through are the powerful ones.
Cormyr. So glad the canon is that Anna, the thread of the weave, calls us her little pog champs at the end /.
Yeah, she does. She does call us her little pog champs at the end. The Rethia is stuck in the web. That's okay. Yeah, it'd be kind of interesting if they did have an evolving attack animation over time as your base attack bonus gets higher. That'd be kind of interesting. If you could change your attack animation. I don't generally mind it, because I think that the attack animations look pretty good in DDO overall. But I can also see where some people might mind that more than me.
That's what you are.
Okay, so now I have to fight the ice elementals. Let's do it. Also, Rain Man just gifted out a sub. Thank you so much for giving a sub, Rainman64. Appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic day. Welcome to the stream, Team Gerkster. Hope you're enjoying the day. Hope you're having a good 2023 so far. Now we're 3 days deep, soon to be 4 days deep, as the day is about to clock over here. And thank you, Rain Man. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Oh no, Crunky Lock 2 has been slain. R.I.P. Crunky Lock.
How about here?
Amscar's teleporting around, but I don't know where. Web, failure. Okay, we're good. Free of the web. I'm gonna go here. I will hit Amscar now, because I have a chance. And he says, how about here? And he doesn't teleport, he just kind of stands there. So, yeah, that's fine with me, I guess, bud. Okay, and now I'm going to use my power surge to get a little bit more damage on him. Now he's gone. Kill this mage. We're good. Step by step by step by step. But yeah, most people don't actually make it through the portal, right? It's only people that are level 16 and up. So presumably, since our character's above level 16 from Eberron, yeah, we can do a whole lot of stuff. If he has a good spot, why would he move? Great question. It's interesting because he also says, how about here? And it's like, bro, you're like he's like a wizard and like a master tactician. Doesn't he know? Does he know whether a spot is good or not? Or why is he just like guessing?
My flying glacier.
Thank God. Stepping close to the edges makes me really nervous. Also, Horse, thank you so much for the bits, dude. It's very kind of you. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate the support. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you're as tense as I am. I really don't want to fall. That would be crazy embarrassing. Also, there's going to be more and more Shader Kai spawning, so this could be getting messy, so we'll see. I'm going to kill as many ice elementals as I can. All right. Bye, ice elemental. Oh, why? My hit chance is way higher now. Yet, I have to open my mouth and say something and then I miss. Order damage sneak attack, yeah. My fortification's 171, which should protect me from most sneak attacks, but not all of them.
Time to move.
No stream please, I'm just a small little goblin, please don't break my flying glare, it's all I have now.
Why would a small goblin have a flying glacier? Like, if that's all you have, that's still a lot, though. Okay, so now we're on the next phase. Erythea's at half, but fortunately the next phase is very short. I just have to kill the Shadowvars. Each Shadowvar should take... Oh, there's another one here. Each Shadowvar I should be able to knock down within one haste boost. Unless I miss. Dead. Okay. Shadowvar's running away. Shadowvar is going for a kind of a loop. Okay, we're good. And there's Shadowvar. Just going in for the stun. Missed. Going for another stun. Got it. Ooh! I hope you can feel like the mild level of trembling. It's not really, really hard. It's just the fact that you can fall off the edge. If there was no threat of falling off of the edge in this quest, I would be 100% confident that I would, even with the added monster and everything, that I would be fine. It's just because you can fall off, it's so terrifying to me. And now lagging as well, which is a little fun. Add some extra tension. Okay, and all I have to do is beat M-Scar. That's it. And we're done.
I think this has gone far enough. Do I need to come down there and finish
You myself. Oh, good lag. Mm-hmm. Blocking. Blocking. Okay. I can't kill it. Because of the lag, Aretha also was unable to protect herself, which is good. Okay. Eventually he will come down. He did. Okay, now we just gotta find Amscar. I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Okay, he just teleported a bunch of guys to his location, which is not cool. I mean, actually, that is kind of cool that he could do that. I didn't know he could do that. Dude, he's so close to the edge. Really hate this. Oh, he's dead. Quest is over. Alright, so now that the quest is over, if you want to keep yourself safe, you just walk down here. Some monsters will still come and get you, but you at least can't fall off the edge here, even if I dire charge really bad. And we're all there. They're Goblin D's nuts. Whoa! We getting playable goblins so I can be Boblin the Goblin Wizard? Boblin the Goblin. Okay. No death for me. Whew. Yeah, mild level of tension, but we're good now. Tension dispelled. Over there! Ah, that's so cool looking. And then everything just fades away. Good thing I didn't break the mountain. 235. I am 100,000 XP away from cap.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Streamer Man, Mr. Stealer of Boinks Match.
Yeah! Wait, you bet on one that I was gonna lose? What is this? That's baloney. You know I was gonna win the whole time. So why'd you throw your points away?
We amass our strength here,
I don't understand. Why would you do this to yourself? You knew that betting against me was certain failure.
But soon,
My God.
we will rise, and our great
Yeah, it's pretty good.
shadow will
Like I said,
fall.
I have nothing bad to say about what goes up. That's a very, very cool adventure. Everything is dead. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's taking me so long. I'm gonna go hand in one Saga reward, get the last bit of XP, and we should be set. Oh, beautiful. Hey folks, I just started on DDO. Any good solo starter build guides? You bet, Pi Cassius. What I would recommend, or Pi Cassius, if you're looking to get started with the game, I have a whole series of videos called the Beginner Basics, or Beginner Basics, on my channel. Each video comes with an associated guide to get started with, and they should help you out a lot if you are looking for something to start there. However, if you want something that is, you want a larger pick of the litter, let me just pull this up here as I go through. You want something that's a little bit, or a bit wider. Here is a list of builds that are designed for Hardcore League. Hardcore is the game mode where dying really bad. But because obviously we're playing on Hardcore League, they're all extra tanky and defensive. The first 6 builds on that list are entirely free to play, and there's a video that explains each one. So if you have questions about it, the video will explain what it is you need to know about each individual one, to make it as simple as possible for you. And hopefully that will be of assistance. Which one of these gives more? This one. This is the smaller one. But there's a lot of different options in there of things you can pick. A lot of them are pretty straightforward as well. and they kind of just crush through the game. So that is an option. Beautiful. All right, everybody. Well, congratulations to all the ones people that said no. You were right. Oh, hardcore solo. Why did I do this to myself? It's not super hard. It's just time consuming. Epic Fortitude and Scion of Arborea. Beautiful. If your Archer Paladin is even possible to play, you can play it. It's definitely not the best Paladin you can play, but you can. Because it works fully with the Knight of the Chalice tree. So you could play a Archer Paladin Knight of the Chalice character if you really wanted to. And so that's Istine. So now I can talk to Fiddly Fallowfield. And Fiddly has all the quests. Give me the details. Skip one for free as a VIP. Boom. True Elitist reward. 230,000 XP. I'm actually going to get one rank deep into 30. Let's go. Yeah, I have tons of builds, Cassius. If you have more of them or more questions, please feel free to drop me a line here on Twitch. Or if you ever see any of my videos, I do my best to get back to people when they get comments. Doesn't really matter, you'll never get to this. I will, damn it. Also, as I'm out here, feeling really good about my success, about getting to level 30.
Quest completed.
Oh, and feeling good. We have Horse gifting out so many subs. Welcome to Stream Team War Champ 1667, Arranaf, Rainman 64, Silver Sky, Nisabur, Angelicson, One for Life, Spike, Sparrow, Isaac, Al, Karen, and Korthos Village, the whole village. Dude, thank you so much for the support. That's very, very kind of you. It's a ton.
Completed.
I'm very, very grateful. I hope you're enjoying the stream and the show. I hope you've enjoyed the 1 to 30 so far. We're going to be continuing on by going all the way up to level 32, which should be very exciting, and I'm stoked for. But first, I have to get a new attack. But damn, dude, thank you. That's very kind. Also, you could use Ranger. You just don't need Ranger. So here's the thing about Paladin. You actually don't need Ranger because you have plenty of feats for all the actual feats that you need. Multi-classing means you have fewer Paladin spells, and you actually want more Paladin spells. So you want Zeal and Holy Sword on Paladin. So I would not recommend the Ranger split. I'd actually go probably pure Paladin. The Capstone is very good. You can get Charisma to hit damage pretty easily with the bow and be a Charisma build because you have Divine Might, which is the trance. So again, you want as much Charisma as possible. Capstone gives Charisma. And Paladin actually gets Shot on the Run for free, which is 6 range power, and the other effects of Shot on the Run, which means you don't need to go towards that either if you wanted the extra range power. So you can just simply take all of the range feats. So you definitely can play Bow Paladin. I've played it. It's not that bad. It's just different. It's different. But I played when Horizon Walker was announced. And it was on the Mania.
You actually did it, you crazy bastard. You really did it. Grats. Also tell Doric to stop dying like a bingus. Thanks, Kek.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, you gave me money, so stop dying like a bingus. Kek W. Here we go. I got him with the Kek W.